Joining us now, Republican Congressman Mike Lawler of New York. Congressman, thanks very much for coming in. And I remember that and you just stood up with the New York delegation here to nominate Trump today, and officially he is now the nominee. But during the primary back in March, you would not say whether you supported him. So what changed over the course of these past 3 months?
Look, I voted for him in 2016, 2020, and in the 2024 primaries. At the end of the day, the party has to unify because this is about the American people, this election. You look at the economy under Joe Biden, it's a disaster. You look at our southern border, 10 million migrants have crossed into this country, most of them illegally, 90% being released into the country. And you look around the globe, the world is a tinderbox. I think it's time, obviously, for the party to unify and to focus on the solutions to these challenges facing the American people. And that's why I'm happy to be here today in support.
Because almost all of the economic numbers, the official economic numbers, are very positive, moving in the right direction.
I think if you go ask the average person when they go to the grocery store, when they go to fill up their gas tank at the gas station, when they pay their mortgage, they don't agree. The average mortgage cost in my district has gone up $1,000 a month in just the last year. So the economy under Joe Biden is not working. Obviously, in a state like New York that I represent, the migrant crisis has had a tremendous impact. New York State spending billions of dollars to house and feed and clothe illegal immigrants. It doesn't work.
I want to talk about Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, who's now officially the vice presidential nominee. Immediately after the assassination attempt over the weekend, Vance immediately blamed Democrats, and he posted this. Let me read it to you. The central premise of the Biden campaign is that President Donald Trump is an authoritarian fascist who must be stopped at all costs. That rhetoric led directly to President Trump's attempted assassination. Now that Vance is officially the vice presidential nominee for your party, the Republicans, do you want to see him tone down that kind of rhetoric?
Look, the rhetoric across the board obviously needs to come down. We are, but for the grace of God, Donald Trump would have been assassinated on Saturday. We're talking about a millimeter's difference between whether or not that bullet went through his ear or his head. And I think, obviously, the rhetoric that has been used to say that Donald Trump is a fascist, that he's a threat to democracy, is destructive to our country. Look, our election should be determined by votes at the ballot box, not by violence or bullets at a rally. And I think all of us need to take a deep breath in this country and focus on the American people and the challenges facing them and what our solutions are. And it's very easy. Wolf, look, Donald Trump was almost assassinated on Saturday. I watched your coverage.
The FBI and the Secret Service should be allowed to conduct their investigation into this shooter's motive before someone, a senator in the United States Senate, goes out and blames the Biden campaign?
Look, of course, the investigation will determine what the motive is, and the investigation will uncover all of the facts, including how in God's name the shooter got up on a roof with a clear line of sight to the former president. I think, and certainly I think there is a feeling across the country that when you say things like that Donald Trump is going to destroy our democracy or that he is a fascist, that does not help. It does not help the dialogue. It does not help the situation. I implore everybody to bring down the temperature, to focus on the actual substance of these issues, have robust debate and discussion. This is why we don't live in a dictatorship. We do live in a constitutional republic so that we can fight out these ideas.
So you want both Trump and Vance to tone down their rhetoric as well against the Democrats?
I want everybody to focus on the American people and not turn this into a battle of personalities or who can get to the bottom faster to attack the other side and demonize the other side. We have a real crisis in this country. We're deeply divided. There's no question about it. I represent a district Joe Biden won by 10 points. Part of the reason that I've been rated the fourth most bipartisan member of Congress is because I am willing to work across the aisle. Right now I'm working with Richie Torres on a bill to make sure that we increase security for President Trump, President Biden, and RFK Jr., whose family has obviously been victim to assassination twice. it's critical that we work together.
We've got a lot of news to report, so I'm going to thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
Congressman Mike Lawler
Thank you.
of New York, for joining us.